Hi friends, welcome back to my crafty desk. Sandra here at Blossom and Inspire, and I have Ashley in front of me. Another episode of Ashley, a daughter's journal. So I have been contemplating this for days now, and I decided I'm not using this for the cover. Two reasons. One, this envelope is too small for her signature, and the two is that this fabric, it is not Ashley. I mean, she may like it, I don't know, but for the cover, I think I'm just not her, no. So I was struggling with that, and I need to get the cover part done because I feel pretty confident that the signature is now put together. I've done some work, I'll show you in just a moment. So, ta-da, this is what I'm going with. I'm gonna use this for the cover as well. So I went ahead, and remember that fabric that I said, I don't know, it's so thin, and it's like I don't know what the fabric, I don't know what the name of it is. So it's, I don't know the names of fabrics. It tears very nicely, but anyways, it's very soft. I like it. So I went ahead and thought, what the heck, I've got a big piece, cut a piece off. So I covered it with that, and I thought, you know what? That actually speaks to me. It speaks to the colors. I like this. It's soft. And Ashley is very feminine, so I mean, that's not a bad thing. I like that. That's one of the things I love about her is her softness. That she's just a very gentle. She can be stern, but she's gentle. Anyhow, so and then but I needed more to it, and so I found this beautiful wide lace, and I believe this is a lace that I received from Deb. Thank you, Deb. Hi, Deb. Hi. So, and thank you. And it's just one of these beautiful wide laces, and I don't think I really ever had that many in my stash until Deb sent me a giant pile of them twice, I believe, right? And so I want to put that on there, and I just love so much using the stuff that my friends had gifted me to create things, and it just gives it even more meaning. So was this in there too? Was this a piece in there? I'm not sure where this came from. It might be from a friend. I just put everything in one box because I don't have any other way to do it. But I love that on top of there. I love seeing that color poke through. Okay, on with the show, Sandra. Let's get to it. We want to see what's going on. So I love that. And then I was working on trimming out some of her dress pieces still on the wedding because there's just so much of it, and I want to use the beadwork. I want to use a lot of beadwork. So I cut this is the whole front, the boobettes. So let's see. This piece, look at this, it's so cute. And I thought, I don't have to chop it all off. These would make super cute pockets. Maybe that's the one I want. So I played with it, cut it off. I left the back on some of them, and I cut it off a couple of them too soon before I realized what I was doing. Still usable. Anyhow, okay, I made a mad mess. Now that I see this big piece, I might be using that. But anyhow, so this is what I like this for the cover. I think that's going to be gorgeous. And then I had cut this part off. I loved it, and I thought I did a stitch just right through there. I actually glued this piece down, trimmed all the way around it to get the bulk off of it as much as possible. And then I was thinking about putting it on here as a pocket, but I was having issues with what else I wanted to put on here, and if I wanted to put much more on here, where all the lines are, 'cause I just love all the lace, and I don't want to cover everything up. So I do like this. I think that's gorgeous. I think that's gorgeous for the front and the back. It has texture through the whole thing, and I like that. Then, as I was cutting the dress apart, I realized that these pieces could be more than just a decorative. It can be like a pocket. But this piece right here, also, it can just wrap around because there's going to be like a bow, like something that's going to tie the signature shut right here. But isn't that so cute too? And then she has a piece of her dress. It's just wrapped. I freaking love this. Okay, so I have that option here that I might be playing with. I might just go ahead and take it all the way across and then just barely wrap it around there like that. But see, I covered this whole piece up right here, and that's what I don't want to do. I can get there's another wide ribbon that's not as wide, but I really liked these colors together. I don't know, my friends, but this is kind of where I'm at right now with this. Is definitely easier to play around without this, my signature in there. So before we even get into all of this, I need to get this piece down, and I need to make it more, I don't want it to be this flimsy. So let's put these pieces away for just a moment. because I could do that all day long. I'm sure you know. So what I did is I just used Scotch tape on this envelope, taped my fabric down so that it would stay still. This is my commitment, issues. I don't have, I have commitment issues, so I have to do all this extra work to make sure. So I decided to go with this to make it more crunchy because, to make it crunchy and softer. I think the bubble wrap was just too squishy for me. And her signature is quite large, and I'm adding things in it, and I'm adding the fabric pieces that we're adding in them are pretty large. So I decided to go with something a little bit more softer, flexible than bubble wrap, and that would still give me some noise factor. I have another one of these if all else fails. If I cut this wrong, I have more of these. I can't tell you how many times Jason tries to throw them away. It's like, don't you have enough? I'm like, I never, that's not even a such thing. Hello, I mail things off, I gift things, I keep making things. And then when I package things, I can repack, I can use this to repackage. Then, not only do somebody else who maybe doesn't get it or get as much as this stuff or has it, or maybe they're throwing it away, or somebody in their house keeps throwing away all their goodies, all their trashy treasures, then they'll have something. Oh, that was perfect cutting. Nothing. I think, let's see. Oh, there we go. That'll work. That works. Good. So maybe I'll just go all the way there. So I think what I'm going to do is just, I'm going to try this. I'm going to glue it down to one side and then trim it on that. And then I'll glue this down, and then I can trim that side. And then I have a little bit, it's a little bit more thicker. Or did I lose my squish factor because I separated it? I don't know. It feels like I did. I did. Okay. Well, I didn't know. I didn't know, but I do now. I do now. So I'm going to glue this down to here, right? And there. And then I can trim off of that. Okay. Let's get it down. Let's just do this. I'm going to use, I don't think this matters here. But just in case it interferes with my gluing, the texture, you know, it doesn't want to stick. And then I'm going to use, I think I'm going to use this like pasty glue here. Oh, the squeezing of this is going to, it's so silly. I was thinking this morning when I was unscrewing something, like it was hard to get the cap off, and I thought, I remember when I was younger, and I thought, oh gosh, poor person, they don't have any strength to unscrew it. And I gotta tell you, when I was trying to get that off, it wasn't the strength that was concerning me. It was having to use so much strength and the pain after the fact from doing that was concerning me. And I thought, wow, you just don't know until you know. And I'm a sharer, so I'm always like sharing stuff like with my age and, you know, things with my body with the girls. They're different ages, you know, 20s, 30s, sometimes teens, depending on what I'm talking about. And they just look at me like I've lost my mind. I said, listen, this is facts. This is life. This is truth. Nobody talks about it because it's embarrassing, because we all have this ego that gets in the way with so much stuff. Like, just, it's real. Like, this is what happens. And guess what? There's ways to prevent some of it, but nobody talks about it. I guess I shouldn't say nobody. More people are talking about things nowadays than they used to. But seriously, talk about it. It's okay. I'll talk about it. I talk about it. And then every once in a while when I start to get embarrassed, or I get like, oh my gosh, I shouldn't have said that. And I think, you know what? I'm not going to do that to myself. I'm not going to change who I am because, and why was I embarrassed? Was I embarrassed because of something, because of myself, or was it because the way somebody looked at me when I said something? Or, you know, maybe it could be anything. It could be a number of things. And I just thought, you know what? It's not mine. That's not mine. That's theirs. And I'm okay. I'm okay with being me. Okay, most of the time. Okay, let's see. All right, so I have that glued down, and I thought, gosh, I gotta make some progress on this. It's gonna take me all year to get this done. And then I'm gonna go ahead and just glue this down. But what I wanted to do was make sure that my signature fits in here. So once it's in here, now this is like, it's got some of the pockets, but it doesn't have any of the journal cards. So it's gonna get, you know, wider. So I went and got a larger envelope, and which I think is probably the size I should have used to begin with. Let's see. So it's going to encase my journal nicely inside there. I have room for it to close, you know, like for it to roll. And I have room on the top and the bottom for protection and drippies. So I don't think I need it to be any larger as the cover, you know what I mean? So like if I did that and then you open it up and you just have this little tiny book inside. So, okay, that solves that. We'll go ahead and get this down. And I think I'm going to take, I guess they're both cut open. So let's just go to one edge, and I think that'll be the easiest way to do it. Yes. And we'll go this way. All right, let's try this again. I want to sew, so I don't even know. Is this glue sewable? Sewable? Oops. There we go. Let's put that down. Should I have done this side? Yeah, probably. Silly. Too late. And well, that glue sticks, let me tell you. That gives Art Glitter Glue a run for its money. I'm not going to make a pocket there, so I can go ahead and glue that down. For that, I will use Art Glitter. All right, now I'm just going to go ahead and just cut up the sides of this. I'm just going to toss that. It's just, I got to let it go. And then that will go like this. There, and then it has a little bit of, it's not like super squishy, and I guess the noise factor, it went away. I mean, you can still hear a little bit. That's fine. I like that. That's fine. Now, I want to, I know this is going to go down, but look at it. It's like see-through. Like, how do I glue this down without destroying the fabric? Do I just tack it around the edges, you think? And then, because I'm going to have lace over top of it. There's so many different glues, and I really don't know what to use. There's Elaine's Tacky Glue. I thought I had some of that here. I have this, but I mean, like, I think, will any glue show through? This one says, let's try a piece of this. Let me find the edge here. There it is. Let's do some practicing. See, it tears really nice too. Let's get it on a, okay, it didn't throw it away far. Let's see. Let us see what's gonna happen here. We have the Fabri-Tac, which I know is super wet. My gosh. I was like totally destroying stuff down here. Okay. So if I put that down and if I smear it out, how does that, see? It's gonna bleed through. I wanna see what it's gonna look like when it dries. If I put that down without pressing, you know, like pressing it, just letting it grab a little bit, still I think I need to smear it down with my finger, which it's okay, it doesn't bother me if I just tap, give it a little tap it. Sometimes tapping it's easier, a lot nicer than a total like, you know, I don't know. I didn't know how to explain that. Okay, let's see. Come on. This is what I don't like, is that it's so hard to get out. It's so thick. I don't think it's gonna come out. Hold on. Oh, geez. This is what I was talking about earlier. That's not gonna work. Okay, we'll just lay it down for a minute. Sometimes this glue also works, but it dries so fast. I don't know if I can smear it. Oh, maybe. Just do a tap, tappity tap. I can see a little bit of the white though. See, it's like the white, I don't know if you can see that, but the white's just coming right through. All right. Might as well just push it down then. I mean, if it's gonna show, it's gonna show, it's gonna show. So let me tell you, I'd have to just do small amounts at a time. If I press it down, I think that's gonna stay like that. I wish this would come off. What to do? I think we're just gonna have to do this and we're gonna hope for the best. I'll just do nice and easy and smear and easy press. And those are all the technical terms. Okay. So I guess I gotta put this like this. Oh my gosh. See, commitment, it's hard. I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm scared, can you tell? I don't know why I do that all the time. All right. I'll go and do the edges later. I'm gonna do this first. I'll start on one side. Come on, just do it. Everybody's like, just do it. It's like one of those, oh, what do you call it? You know, those shows that make you like eat your popcorn really fast. I can't think of what I'm trying to say. Okay, if I smear it, and I'm probably not going as fast as I need to, but there's gonna be so much lace on this. Like, I'm probably do all this like being super careful, and then it'll be like, oh my gosh, I would have never seen anything. But I don't know, and I want to make sure. Okay. Whew, the smell of that. It's such a strong smelling glue. Oh my gosh. I don't think I've ever smelled it this strong, but I don't think I've ever used it this way, like smearing it out with my finger. Am I breaking it down by doing that? Don't you know? This is hard because I'm not a delicate, I mean, I'm a delicate flower. I'm just kidding. But I'm not a delicate person. Like, I'm usually pretty rough. I go through a lot of glue. I can't remember who I was watching a while back, but they were saying how they were talking about some place about buying glue. I don't know. It was, I think they were through their site. I don't know. Through their site, they had a code. I don't know. But they were like, yeah, just get this. I mean, I only use this glue, and I only use so much, and it lasts me, seriously, lasts me forever. And I'm like, and they said they craft all the time, and I'm thinking, does anybody else do that? Does your glue last you forever? I'm like, my glue does not last me forever. I go through a lot of glue. Whew. I think I fill this thing up, like if I'm seriously crafting all the time, I fill both of these up. I want to say, I feel like I fill them up every other week maybe, but at least every month for sure. And if I'm really going nuts, then I know I'm filling them up a couple times a month for sure. And glue sticks. Maybe that's why I thought, maybe that's why their glues last them long. Maybe they have like 5 million glues like I do, and they use all of them. So it seems like it takes forever, but really, they just use a lot of different glues. So then I'm just going to do the same thing with this and pull these in. So do I need to waste my time and sew all those edges? I don't think I do. This one's kind of big though. Let's see, like there's a lot going on here. But is this glue going to disintegrate those things? I'm just going to put a few pieces right here where it's open. There. Do I go in like this first? There we go. All right, so I guess I could just set that aside for like that for a minute. Let's look at the signature. I did not do any inking. I did get the papers all put in there, like all torn down. We already done that. So let's see. So I have this piece. Now, when she opens up her journal, this is not going to be the first thing. There's going to be something that goes over it, but this is going to be the first piece, I believe, when she goes, when she opens it. I do like this piece here. And so I've got it all set up with the copy dyed. I make sure it's nice and smelly copy dye. I've got these white pages here. And then I have to take all these pieces out so that I can sew the signature in. So what I did is I just took my sticky notes and I write front and back. That means front of the signature, back of the signature. And then I just wrote bear. Like I know this is gonna be on the page where there's a bear. So that one's gonna be there. And I also had a tab here, and see if I still stuck with it, where front I had 5 and back I had 5 pieces that were going in. Keeping track, trying to. So tearing my pages, so when we open up the journal, when we go through it, we can see other parts and pieces. So let's back it up a little bit. Here we go. And then we can see that one. I tore the white edges off of that one. And then this one goes right here. I like that on here, so I wrote front, swirls, coffee. It's easy. Whoops, don't take it off. Leave it on there, girl. And then it's here. I like this one right here. I thought that was really pretty. I mean, they may change when after I get it sewn in and get it put together, but I don't know for sure. I like this here. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it. I think I'm going to use it as a flip out. Jamie, is this the bag you were talking about? I did find a spot for it. I like it right here. If this is the bag you're talking about, it is white, you're right, and it's see-through. So, I don't know. Thought that was funny. And then I like this. I like it for the colors. It's going to bring it through. It's got its little sticky on there. But I think somebody was missing their sticky. I don't even know what I did with that one now. Dang it. What did I do? Oh, well, too late now. Copy dye. That's my copy dye. My copy dye. Lots of place for me to embellish and do some other work and add some more pieces because I still have all the fabric pieces to put in here. This is pretty bright, but I love the way it pulls in all these other colors, and I think it's going to play nice. So in the center, I did tear both of these pages down, and I went coffee on coffee. And then there's that little bit of the pink from the avocado dye. So this one is not my copy dye. This one is my copy dye, and then that is my avocado dye right there. I just like the way those all look together for the middle. I thought that's nice and nice. And going through, and then we have a back, opposite, and then I just wrote opposite yellow page. And I know there's only the one yellow page. And anything else in here? This one, oh, this one has a question mark because it's kind of big. I did cut the sides down, so I'll have to do some re-inking, and I'm debating whether or not I'm going to use this one. I might actually use something different. I don't know. So that one has a maybe with the question mark, because that's all that means. And then I have this one on this page. I liked this here also. I thought that looked cute. So when that's down, and then she has that piece, I like this layout. It's pretty. That's got its tag. And then this one, this is a maybe. I mean, it's a tiny little pocket. I think actually, I should write that down, because I'm thinking what I would like to do with this one is create a, it would be skinny. I could make it bigger, but it's gusseted. So it could be a pocket on top of a belly band. There we go. So pocket on top of belly band, make a belly band. So I need to make a belly band with this. And this could actually be, even though it's paper, we can put it on a piece of the fabric. I think that would be cute up here. Okay, center on page. I really need to make all these notes. I definitely have to make more notes than I used to make. But, I mean, I know part of it's age, but I mean, I am getting older. I mean, that's it. See, I can't even get mixed up. I know part of it's age, but I also am very busy. I have a lot of stuff going on, and I'm trying to remember lots of things. It's just insane. This, I couldn't decide. Like, I like this. I like it on this blue. I think that's really pretty. I just don't know that I like this flipping over, but I can always add something to flip out on this. That would be kind of cute. Okay. Oh, and this is the one that lost its tag. Okay, so I will just set it there for a minute and find that tag. Is there anybody else in here? Nope, nope, and nope. Okay, there we go. So signature is put together for the most part. Now, let's see. I feel like this should be done. I mean, that glue doesn't take forever to dry. It really doesn't. Oh, and I took this bag out. I like it. It was just pretty full and bulky, and I don't know. It didn't go. It just didn't go. I also found this fabric that I love. This is a big sheet. I've used this in so many pieces, and I think this also I thought was pretty. Is that too pink for you, Ashley? Let's get her colors out here. This is the color. She loves this color, and I'm having a hard time putting it in there. She's probably seeing that. She's like, she just can't get that color in there. But I'll be right back. I'm gonna go see if I have any fabric, another one of these, but something with this color. I found this. Ashley, if you watch this one, you'll remember you were with me when I bought this. You're actually the one that's seen this, aren't you? And I was like, this is really pretty. And you're like, it really is. I feel like it has the colors that we need. Let's pick this up and this. Isn't this a cute skirt? It's like, oh my gosh, how do I cut it up? But this is like, what is this, 1980s? SWAT kids. I don't ever remember hearing anything like that. But look at these cool buttons. And then look at this cool fabric. So let me see, what should I do? I think I'm gonna go ahead and cut up the back of it on that seam. Because I need to see what this is gonna look like. I think this is actually pretty. And it brings me all those blues for the boys stuff too. Okay. Now, I guess it is kind of not, I guess it's not gonna fit the whole thing, but I can piece it. I don't have to, I can piece it. Yes, I'll have to piece it because I don't have a choice. Because I didn't want that seam, you know? Let's see. I feel like it's gonna go from like lacy to more. Should that be on the outside? No, I don't want that on the outside. I don't think I want that on the outside. So there we go. If we have those on the outside, is that too lacy for the open up? No, it's not at all. Actually, I think the lace actually looks pretty with this too. So let's try it on the outside. No, I don't want to cover up all that. Is it chiffon? I keep wanting to call it chiffon. Is it chiffon? We'll just call it chiffon. It might not be chiffon. I don't really know what chiffon is, but it's going to be on the inside. All right, let's just cut the hem off because I can't work with that hem. All right, let's get rid of that. Yeah, I'm just gonna get rid of that. Okay, think about this, girl. The bottom is gonna have pockets. I can always put a lace around the pockets, right? So if I just take it up there, it only needs to come up that high, right? Is that what somebody's telling me? Like, Sandra, think about what you're doing. See what I'm saying? Like, this is gonna have, there's gonna be a pocket right here. This, I don't think it's gonna be this. I don't know, actually, I shouldn't say that. There's gonna be a pocket there, so it doesn't have to come down to the bottom. That pink coming through is actually kind of pretty. All right. Oh, Lordy, somebody. Take me off this ride. Okay, friends, I am back. I was just struggling. I had to leave. I couldn't do it anymore. So I just wanted to get back on here, and I reassessed, pulled it together, watched a show, and look what I did. I found this other fabric. I went ahead and I cut down, this is glued down, I'm sorry, I didn't catch that on the video, but I cut down some of that mauve material, and I found this fabric, which is very thin, and I tore it and I glued it all the way around and let it set. So we'll see a little bit of it popping out of the edges, which is fine, and it's gonna keep doing that until, you know, where it reaches the glue. I am gonna do sewing. Oh no, I am gonna do some sewing, and then I cut this panel down some more just to fit it on here. I'm going to pull it all the way up here and glue it down. And I thought I probably should get back on the camera. I kind of, now that I've made some decisions here, I'm going to glue that down, and then I'll just put a lace pocket here. I think that'll be pretty. I like the layers. I think that's nice. And when I open it up or close it up, I'll still have this color and then whatever lace I put on there. All right, so let's get this tacked down, and then I can set it aside to dry a little bit, and then I can sew. So this, it's a little bit stretchy. So I want to pull it. I'm going to pull it because I want the corners to get up here as close as I can. They're not going to be even. I mean, if I try to do that, if I try to focus on that, oh, it'll be another nutty show here. But let's see. Let me just get this corner down here. That part I do know. And then I can always put some trim around this if I want to. After I sew it, you know, I can assess it then. But I want this to come closer to the top, like that. Down here doesn't matter. Like I said, there's going to be a pocket. And I think I'll just go ahead and go along the line of this here. Whoops. See that? I'm trying to glue the other side. Don't want to do that. Okay. All right. Liking that. Yeah, that works. And then I still have plenty of room, even with stitching, to put the closure, however I'm going to put a closure in here. And then down the edge here. And I know I'm going to sew this, but I'm not that great of a sewer. And my fabric, it'll start to pull and tug on me. And I don't want that to happen. you know, like bunch up. And it still might, but we'll have to deal with that when the time comes. But I do like that. That's cute. I want these down good so they don't interfere with for the pocket part. All right, so I'm gonna finish off camera. I'm just gonna lift this up and I'm gonna go underneath there because it's gonna keep shredding, which is fine, but I don't want it to go shred it all the way. I want there to be a border, and if it shreds all the way down, the border will be gone. And because this glue shows right through, I've been doing it in like little steps and just kind of tapping, just a little tap down. And I may end up covering that up with a trim. I don't know, but if I don't, I want it to be done and ready. Now, I do want just a lacy pocket, I think, here in the front. I am gonna go lace on the front here as well. This was one of my committed cuts. I like this big piece. It's really pretty. I did cut this for the other side, but I do like it in here. And I don't mind. So now my question to myself, to you, now my question as I'm looking at this is, do I want to wrap this around? I really do like wrapping things around. It is part of something, I think it's just something I like to do. I also found these ruffles, and I did them in the black, which is fine. A little bit of black helps pop it out, right? So as I'm doing that, I'm looking at the cover still, thinking, what am I gonna end up doing? I really love this tool, or whatever this stuff is called. It's like a tool. I really do like this. Isn't that pretty? And that's just so pretty. Isn't that pretty? It's just so pretty. I'm gonna answer. And then I have, this one, I cut the whole back of it off before I thought about what I wanted to do. So this one, I could put it all the way down. I can put something else behind it and make that the pocket here, like that. If I still used this piece up here for the top, I think am I separating it? I don't know. I can always do this. I could always just put this on the front and cover the whole front up. That's always an option. All right, well, there I have the front. So maybe what I'll do is I'll leave this. So I haven't just fully decided, obviously, here. I like this. I like this brown. I think it pulls in these other more natural tones that she seems to like here. But I'm thinking here, maybe I'll just go ahead and get this one down here to sew before or after, though, is my question. How far down do we want this to go on the bottom to hang off the edge, though? Any at all? Did we want to stay all the way inside? No. I think dripping down a little bit. Yeah, a little drippy. A little bit of a drip. So I want the glue here to be at the very bottom. I'm trying to follow these little flowers, get their little feet like that, just at the very tip there. It's what I'm following. Hopefully I'm doing that correctly there. I don't have to sew up the middle because the signature will sew that in. So that I don't have to worry about. Let's see. This is the busy season, my friends. Working, I mean, YouTube, right? It's my love. It's my passion right now. It is my passion, and hang out with my friends. So it's not like, I hate to call it a full-time job, but it is. I mean, I do it full-time. I think with the hours that I spend between everything, I probably spend more than at least 8 hours, if not more, a day just with YouTube stuff or my craft room stuff. Everything is now craft room, YouTube is all lopped into one thing because it's just the way it is, and I don't mind that. I love it, but it is full-time, maybe a little more than full-time. And then I have, you know, our business. I might not work 8 hours a day doing our business, but I work many hours, and there are busy seasons. And right now I am in a very busy season of it. So I'm a little overwhelmed with that. There's nothing I can do. I can't change that. It is what it is at the moment. And then I work part-time outside the house. And then I have a huge house. Our house is pretty big for just 2 people. And even though we're not generally filthy animals, you know, it's dusty, that we have a dog. You know, we bring dirt and debris in coming in and out. We live in a dusty area, so, but there's stuff to do, you know, sweeping, dusting, mopping, cleaning up the fridge, all that good stuff, cooking, cleaning, laundry, and then some more laundry. Anyhow, there we go. And then I try to spend, you know, as many moments as I can with the kids. I like this. Okay, I think I am gonna end up doing that. I just really like that, and at least even if I don't do it there, maybe even in the back. And what a nice place, like, if depending on what happens back here, to put like a little plate, like I could do like a little fabric handmade stamp or something right there in the back, like a label, like a little label. I don't know. Thoughts. What are your thoughts? I would love to hear what your thoughts are, but I'm gonna paper clip that down. I'm gonna use these light pink ones so it blends more. I just have a hard time if I see too many of the wrong things. I can't get past it. So I can't put like bright colors. I need it to blend in. There we go. All right, now, once this glue dries some more, a little bit, I'm gonna go ahead and stitch all the way around it. I'm not gonna stitch it. I'm not gonna leave this shut and stitched though. I'm gonna open this up and then I will stitch. I have all these threads that I've gotten at yard sales. I was doing this color and I liked it on something. Oh, on the lace. But I don't want this on this. I don't mind it on this side. But I don't think I have that on a bobbin. Let me see what I have. Let's see what I have for bobbins. Oh, I do. I have a little bit. I have this one. That won't look too bad coming through that side, will it? I have that one. I have this one. I think that's enough to do this. Yeah, we'll do this one on this side. And I'll have the thread show up on the other side. Now, the thread color, what color do I need to do there? Like a blue. I think a blue would be pretty. And I'll just have to hope they don't pop through. Like sometimes I do that because I'm not a really good sewer. I try my best. I think that blue would be pretty. going up the thing. My husband found a bag of threads at a yard sale not too long ago, and I was like, no, I can't do any more threads until I use what I have. I think I want a dark one. I get all my thread at yard sales. Like, the only threads I don't buy at yard sales because I can't find them are my blacks and my browns and my cream ones, but all the colors I get at yard sales. Yeah. Okay, so we'll do this one and that bobbin. I think that'll work. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, here I am back. I sewed around. I used the blue thread on that side, and then I just used well, it looks like I did pretty good matching the color, the thread on this side. So even if it shows through anything, it's got that cute little squiggly. I did not do the bottom because I didn't want the thread to go through the bottom of the lace. I think that's fine. It's glued. It's nice. It's pretty good in there. I might just lift this up a little bit and then run it down the end there just a little bit, or just glue it. I don't know. Probably just glue it. Anyhow, there you go, my friends. That's about as far as I'm going to get today. This was a very sporadic video, and I just got the cover done. But I'm going to continue to do some sewing. I got my signature together, so I'm going to go ahead and get some pages sewn and some inking done on the pages, and then I will sew the signature in, I believe. Let me know if you want to see that on the video, because I can definitely sew it on the video. I think. Anyways, thanks my friends for hanging out with me. I hope you enjoy all your moments, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.